Hey guys, what's up? Resin86 here, bringing you a new replay, this time in the best Tier 8 Heavy, like I've said a couple of times before, best Tier 8 Heavy in the game, the IS-3. Now, I'm playing with Engine 95, who's in his IS-3, as well as Jim, or J2D, in his Tiger 2, just before he got the E-75. Now, if you're a Heavy on Windstorm, like we are right now, you usually want to go into the city, but it also depends on the type of Heavy, and also what tier you're at. If you're top tier, you usually want to go to the city. If you're bottom tier or mid tier, you might want to go north or the middle, maybe even the city, but that depends, in my opinion, mostly on your mobility. But we are top tier, we are in heavily armored tanks, so we decide to go here in the city. Now, what we also want to do, they have very few amounts of heavies. If you look at the team makeup, they have an IS-6 and a low. The rest are pretty much tank destroyers, which you can pretty much assume are going to go north. So we decide to rush this as fast as possible. We get fired on twice. Both shots miss, fortunately, and we are going across this narrow bridge-like thing. And we run into the one thing that we did not want to run into right here, the low. The Lurva has a gun that can pen us relatively easily, but luckily he is distracted by something else, so we put a good shot into his lower plate. And Engine takes his track off. Now here, I did not actually intend to ram the low, but it kind of came out that way. We take a second shot into his lower glacis. The low goes through us, but we managed to make the JP2 bounce his shot and just track us. Our reload is just fast enough to get him in the inner drive wheel, tracking him in place, and Engine takes the kill. So now, my prediction was pretty much wrong here. A lot of the TDs have decided to come into the city. So there's a Kanonen Jagdpanzer, the ISU-152, Jagd Tiger 88, the JP2. We did not actually expect this, so we have to change our tactics a little bit. We have to protect our hit points, use our armor. So we both decide to side scrape. Engine gets tracked by the JP2. He puts a shot into the ISU and goes back into cover. And meanwhile, while he's reloading, I try to get into my side scraping position. Here we go. Jim, if you notice the mini-map, is coming over to help us right now. Kanonen Jagdpanzer fires HE, just takes off our tracks, the IS-6 bounces. And there's no real need for us to use our repair kit here, so we just wait for the track to come back up, put a good shot into the IS-6, and head back into cover. Jim has finally managed to join us. And we are taking these guys on as fast as possible. Put a shot into the Kanonen Jagdpanzer, Engine does as well. Or that might have been Jim, I'm not sure. And while we're reloading, we try to figure out who to shoot next. We go for the Jagd Tiger 88. The Kanonen Jagdpanzer fires an AP, but only manages to track us. We let it come back up. We are no immediate danger. We are reloaded. Unfortunately, Engine has gone on a broadside-ish a little bit, but he takes out the Kanonen Jagdpanzer. We put a shot into the IS-6, but we take one from the JT-88, and, you know, that happens. However, the JT-88 is not our biggest concern here, the ISU is, so take him out and let somebody else handle the Jagd Tiger 88. Jagd Tiger puts another good shot into us, probably at the top of our turret. We unfortunately bounced the next shot. We didn't actually expect it to go through, but, you know, if it's an orange marker, it's a possibility, you know, and I decided to try my luck. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out. The Jagdpanther 2 bounces a shot on us, and the IS-6 manages to take him out, and we have taken this town square. Just look at the carnage! That's 7 enemy tanks taken out by a total of 4 or 5. And we lost very few. But unfortunately, the rest of the map has not gone according to plan. So we have to go back. We have to protect our Artie, who is being attacked by the Panther, as well as help out the JT-88 and the T-54 Mod 1 in the north of the city. Fortunately, they're taking care of the Panther. He's going to die in a second here. 1, 2, 3. Come on. One more. There it is. T-54 Mod 1 takes him out. And now we have a Cheery. We put our shot through the wall. Go straight through. Nice damage roll. And now he's getting attacked by the T-54 Mod 1. And we just go in for the kill. Here we go. And there's the kill. Now all they have left is a T-28 and a 30, who've done really well for themselves. Let's be honest. 30 has 2 kills, the T-28 has 3. They've done some work around here. Fortunately, Jim is right there, poised to take a shot at the 30. Puts one straight into his side, but we cannot expose ourselves. We just managed to take off his tracks. Engine is stuck behind the rock because the 30's pointing straight at him. He has a decent repair crew apparently because he does manage to get his tracks up before we reload. And now, here is my moment. Here's where I can go through. Fortunately, he takes out Jim. Put a good shot into his side. Engine takes the tracking shot. And we are reloading. Come on. Oh, he gets his tracks back up. Put another shot into him. The 54 Mod 1 takes out the 30. And all that's left is a 19 hit point T-28. But he takes out Engine. Oh, that sucks. But he is taken out by the IS-3. And that's 4,200 damage and a good match. Now, on to the post-game results. We got a first-class mastery badge for our performance in this battle, as well as a steel wall. We also got 1900 XP and 62, almost 63,000 credits, which after ammo and repairs and consumables and all that stuff is more along the lines of 39 to 40,000. We fired 14 shots, all 14 hit, 12 penetrated for a total damage of 4,211. And we also took 13 hits, 4 of them penned, but 9 of them managed to bounce for a total damage blocked by armor of 2,590. We also damaged 7 vehicles, destroying 2. So, this is what teamwork can get you. If you noticed, and I hope you did, we were up against 7 enemy tanks, 2 heavies, and the rest were TDs, and I think there was a medium there, but I'm not sure. I think it was the jumbo, yeah, the jumbo. And we were only 5 tanks. Engine in his IS-3, Jim in his Tiger II, myself in an IS-3, an IS-6, and a T-34-85, which only had the derp gun. So, us 5 managed to get everybody into a crossfire and take out 7 enemy tanks, losing, I think, only 2. I think we lost the IS-6, and I think we lost the T-34-85. I'm not 100% sure on that. But we managed to take them all out. And just because we had a decent crossfire, we protected our hit points as much as we could, and got the shots off that needed to be taken. Never, ever underestimate teamwork. Preferably in your own platoon, mostly in your own platoon because, you know, pub matches and World of Tanks, you know what they're like. But if you manage to get things going with your team, even smaller numbers of tanks can completely outmaneuver and take out larger numbers. You can see this happening all the time, and this is something you need to strive for so that you can win on those lines, on those front lines that are crucial for victory. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you liked it, the like button is right there. If you didn't, the dislike button is right next to it. Leave me a comment, and I will see you in the next one.